and welcome to yet another episode. In case you're new here, my name is Julie Gamain. Kindly subscribe, like, share, and comment. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so very much. I really appreciate the gesture. And guess what, guys? So today is Valentine's Day. Yeah, exactly. 14th of February 2023. And here in this channel, it's all a matter of good vibes, nothing but absolutely good vibes. I know you expected a video, but don't worry, I got you. I didn't have much time to record a video, but I had time to do a podcast. So today I want us to know the difference between the difference between liking and loving someone. Like, we're just going to get into serious details, into super intimate details that are gonna help you not only on Valentine's Day but on days to come. So first off, I want us to understand the difference between liking and loving someone. And I'm gonna just use a simple example. Is it simple? I, I I think from my perspective, it's a simple perspective. One, just I'm just gonna use a flower for the purposes of clarity. When you like a flower, you pluck it. When you love a flower, you water it. Take it in whichever way you feel like is the right way for you to take it in. So first off, like I was just thinking the other day, and I was thinking, if when you really like something, you just pluck it, that means you've killed it, right? And when you really love a flower, you just water it, that means you've given it a chance to grow and bear more fruits or more flowers. Yeah, more fruits, which means more flowers, and it also flourishes. It could be bigger than it is. Then now let's take that example and make it and bring it home, close home to our relationships. When you really like someone, what do you do? When you really love someone, what do you do? So I took it in this dimension, like the one night stand, or watching porn, or the dopamine. That is like, when you have a one night stand, that is basically having sex with someone. And when you watch porn, that is sort of something sexual because you're watching people who are having sex. The dopamine hit that is released, it releases chemicals. That is my definition of plucking. Like, every now and then, when you feed your mind with negative things, when you decide to just have one night stands with just anyone, that means you're just plucking yourself, or you're plucking people, you're plucking the flower, you see. And then the watering, when it's super serious, if you decide to water someone with love, like you just decide to love someone intentionally, you be patient with them, you be kind with them, because love is kind, love is patient, and love is so many other things according to First Corinthians. The watering, the intimacy, the development, yeah, the growing from entertainment to experiment, the experiences to education to engaging in service together. All this is so much intimacy you can get. That is why when we are able to say that these people are in love and they are watering their flower, like you're growing together, that is why there is the intimacy is being developed in a good way. The growing from entertainment, like you're able to go out on dates, go out on karaoke, like you're just engaging, that is now watering. And you find so many times you wouldn't do that with a one night stand. No way, you wouldn't, let's just be honest. And then the physical intimacy is a natural byproduct. It's not something you have to manage, you engineer or you manufacture. Like, you just don't you don't engineer it or you manufacture it. It is a process. your physical intimacy with your other person or with people close to you. It is something that comes by as you go for these things, as you're being intentional about it. And it's based on how close, like me right now, who I stand at, I have come to understand love in a different way. That love is based on how close I feel to you. Like, people, young people nowadays are confusing a couple of things. One, sleeping in the same bed with someone does not make you close to someone. Like, living in the same house does not make you close to someone. The only thing that makes you close to someone is when you feel you can be open, and when you feel seen, heard, understood in your most vulnerable, darkest, and open times. If you can do that, everything else is gonna work. But if you can't do that, then you can't just make it happen in a moment, because you're meant to be together or you're meant to be in love. And for me, I've come to learn that physical intimacy is so natural and it's so important. Like, it doesn't matter whether someone is really trying their best to make me feel loved, but the first thing is, am I feeling the physical intimacy? Am I able, do I feel attracted to you by just holding your hand? Do I feel attracted to you by just sitting next to you and me not having to just we're just sexually active, or we're having sex without sex in the picture? Am I physically attracted to you? Do I feel vulnerable enough to tell you whatever is going on in my life, how my day was, what I'm going through as a person individually? Like, that is what I am learning, like, this year in 2023. And I'm learning, like, there's more to life, more than just the things that people promise you for late night dates, and yet they've never even taken you on a date during the day. How will you be able to provide a late night date? Are you really planning to take me out on a late night date so that on our way back you hang around and then you take advantage of that and pluck the flower in me instead of watering the flower in me? I just want, like, as a young person, I'm looking forward to a time where love is so original, love is so authentic, that love is so genuine. Like, we just go back to our first love, the same way that God is so genuine, that he loved us when we were so young. He didn't expect us to love him back, but he loved us. He gave his only begotten son, Jesus Christ, to die on the cross because he loved us, not because he wanted us to love him right back, but just because he genuinely loved us and valued us as his children. He gave out his only begotten child. Imagine, by that time, you were not born, you were not in existence. It's hundreds of thousands, or is it millions of years ago, that that God gave his only begotten son, Jesus Christ, to die for our sake. That's a perfect definition of love, a flower that has been watered out of love. Not because he liked us, no. Because if he liked us, he could have plucked us. But he loved us so deeply. It was so intimate. Yeah, you see, like, it was so intentional. The intimacy develops when you're a young child. You don't know anything about Jesus, but you grow knowing small bits by small bits, the entertainment stuff where you go to church and there are people performing, there are people doing awesome things, people doing wonders for Jesus, to appreciate Jesus, and you get to learn that. And the experiences, you get to engage in service with other people who are believers in unison with you. That is how I'm really getting to learn about love and about liking something and really loving something. Because I've also learned people get things out of proportion. You see something in the shop, you like it, then you go home with it because you love it. You get me? Then, if you really like something and you don't love it, like, I might like you but I don't love you, I won't promote you to be my boyfriend. I just like you, period. But if I love you, I make an extra step and get married to you. That's why you hear people who got married. They don't say, "No, I liked her, then I got married to her." No, I liked her, then I fell in love with her. So I loved her, then got married to her. Anyway, marriage aside, I'm not married. I'm not a marriage specialist, so I can't talk much about marriage. But I just feel like this year, even as young believers, as people who are still in the world, as people who are still exploring and getting to learn themselves, also get to learn, what do you love, what do you not love, what do you love about love, and what don't you love about love, what do you appreciate about love, and what don't you appreciate about love. But in the midst of everything, just make sure you don't lose yourself, and you also don't forget the person you are, the person that God created you to be, and the person that God purposed you to be on this world. Guys, that was all I had for today. I want to wish you a happy Valentine's. I hope that whether it's past Valentine's, you enjoyed your Valentine's Day. And Valentine's Day is not just for couples, it's also for people who are intentional about the love of Christ, the love of brethren, and the love of siblings and people close to you. You can even decide to just buy a stranger a flower, and that's amazing. And if no one sent you flowers, well and good. If no one sent you chocolate, well and good. Life still goes on. From me to you, it's bye bye. Do make sure you follow me for more content on my Instagram, julie_gamine_official, on TikTok, julie.gamine, and here on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. From me to you, it's bye bye. Do have yourselves a lovely time. Bye bye.